Only time it's beneficial to go 50-50 with a man or to stick with him through hard times is when he's under 20.
At some point in time, you have to grow up. Describe, let's talk about it.
Only time it's beneficial to go 50-50 with a man or to stick with him through hard times is when he's under 20. When he's under 20. After 20 years old, no, you should not be dealing with none of that. And I only say 20 because maybe he's in college. But after that, there's no going 50-50. There's no sticking it out. He's a grown man at that point. If you're dealing with a man over 20 years old that still acts like a child, well, what are you doing? You're literally enabling him to stay that way. It's your fault. Not really, but let him go. The fuck?
So before we start, you have to realize that there is a subset of people that believe this, that internalize this, and this is who they are. This is part of their character. This is part of their personality now. These type of women, you walk away from completely. These type of women where if you could just reframe some of this thing and say, would you tell your son that at 20 years old, you were expected to pay full rate, full fare for any woman that you're interested in? 50-50 becomes a non-starter for you at 20 years old. At 20 years old, I was making $28,000 a year. And this is, of course, you take it back for whatever you want to adjust for inflation. But I could not start a family at that point. I could not maintain my own self at that point. This is a ridiculous sort of take. And we hope as you get older, as she appears to be an older woman, that you have more reason. You have more reasonable takes. But what it stinks of, what it smells like to the rest of us that do understand what is happening today in society, we understand the cost of ownership. We understand the cost of being taxed on your salary and then on the goods that you buy. You understand right now it has never been more expensive as it is right now. So then to constantly put this on men and then turn around and wonder why they only feel valued for what they could produce, then you look confused. For a lot of women that believe this, for a lot of people that take this into heart, especially as you're older, you continue to do so. It doesn't make you more attractive. It just screams of your inability to understand men, to have any type of real empathy or sympathy for their plight, for what they're told they're supposed to do by women that look like them. You don't care about me, and as evidenced by you saying, you don't stick it out. I fall upon hard times, and there's one thing you're guaranteed in this life is to fall upon hard times. That's why we have emergency funds, because when these things happen, and you're guaranteed 100% there's going to be an emergency that befalls you. How prepared you are, sure, is how prepared you are, but the people around you, they can't stick it out with you. They're not there for you. Then why would a person like that deserve 100% provision? Why? Provision is for wives. It's not for people that look good, you might be interested in, or someone you're trying to convince they should be a wife. It's an earned position. What do they say that we see people like to quote, "He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing." Yeah, but just because you're a woman, just because you're single, doesn't mean you're a wife. This very mentality itself tells people that you're not someone to be taken seriously. And if that's the lot in life that you sort of find yourself in, so be it. You're not going to get any real sympathy from men. This is why they feel fine using you. This is fine where they find, hey, I don't mind lying to you. I don't mind selling you a dream. Because look what you expect me to do. Look at the unreasonableness of it. It doesn't say anything about, even if I provide 100%, you still want to keep your money to do whatever you need to do it. Where's the equity in that? Where's the fairness in that? Why would you expect someone to look and say, that makes sense? Let me continue to bend over backwards to provide for you while you get ready to leave me the first sign of trouble I hit. Then you complain that, hey, when women get sick in older age, or when something serious happens to them, men leave. Well, where's the incentive to stay now? When this content becomes ubiquitous across the internet and it starts leaving the lips of people in real life, it's one based on fear. You're afraid that when things get wrong, he's going to do these things to you, so you do it to him first. You don't understand you're backing yourself in the corner. For those people that have the ability to actually sit you down and you don't have to work, or you can work, your money becomes actually inconsequential to them. They look at this, and this is easily one of the #1 disqualifiers. Doesn't matter how pretty you are, doesn't matter how soft your voice may be. No, they look at that and say, cool, I don't want any parts of this. Or they understand, I'll attract you with the lifestyle, I'll enjoy you, and then there's nothing building from this. Then you have those awkward conversations, or you have those sentences where, he was a narcissist and he treated me like this and he didn't do this, he was never serious about me. Why would I be? When you start conversations like this, when this is an advice you've internalized, why would I look at you and take you seriously? This is not a serious woman to me. Men that can do that, again, that's a $300,000 a year conversation. They look at you and say, I won't take you seriously. I can't. Because even they know they're going to fall upon hard times. Even they know it could be something not financial. It could be something as simple as, hey, there's a death in the family, and that takes you off your rocker. Now you don't earn as much as you did. Now you need to take a couple months away from the job so you can heal, so you can be okay. Meanwhile, she's looking for an exit. Why would you bring that person closer to you and your life and your loved ones? Why would you integrate that person into your entire reality just so they can say, oh, I'm not happy, I don't like this, you're not the provider I thought you were, so let me leave, and while I'm leaving, let me take half of the stuff here. You disqualify yourself so quickly, so readily, whenever these type of conversations leave your lips. This is what you believe in, even when it just sounds like you're playing follow the leader, down to the structure of the entire video, down to the very ending. All you see, and when I say it, you'll see it yourself, all these videos, I know, the fuck, okay? You see it all the time. This is not someone of substance wants around them, because you're just the next TikTok trend. You're just the next social media thing. You integrate that, you'll say that, and then you'll post that. And then how we're supposed to separate, saying that's not really your personality. That's not who you are. You're just doing for clicks and views. Well, I don't want that type of person around me either. You regulate yourself to this life of, yeah, you need to go 50-50, or you follow that next trend. I'd rather pay 100% by myself. It's okay. In the larger scheme of things, no one here, their individual relationship status matters enough to matter. If you don't want to be with someone that's doing 50-50, that's fine. You want to be with someone that's paying 100% of the bills? Yeah, I understand now it's his show. What you see right now is we're trying to shame men and trying to make it seem as full provision is not even that special. Well, you had to eat anyway. You had to pay rent somewhere anyway. You had to live in that. You had to pay that mortgage anyway. So me being here, that's not something special. Special is when you do something completely for me that doesn't benefit you. At that point, shut up. Shut up. You don't have the leverage here. You don't have the leverage to tell that man, this is how you're supposed to be. If you want to judge man by their provision, by their ability to pay 100% of bills. Okay, if he does that now, if he has multiple women, what leg do you have to stand on? You qualify him by his ability, by his income, and he says, okay, I do all these things now. I don't have to, I'm not going to adhere to any of these other things. If you support one, you inadvertently end up supporting another. Now you find men that can support you, can set you down, and they say, yeah, I'm going to have this side piece over here. I'm going to have this mistress over here, and look you dead in your face and say, where's your leverage? Where's your leverage here? This is a thing I really don't think a lot of women understand. When you have this mindset that you rather do it alone by yourself, that's fine. There's no leverage in that position. You're not looking at men and saying, oh, I better step it up because she'll live her life by herself on her own. No. That doesn't motivate people to say, let me now step in and provide for you. You're ornery, right? You're a defensive wall. Instead of, you're so afraid of being hurt, you lash out at men in general. So why would someone come and say, let me now protect you, and let me look after you, when this is this position you have? It bleeds over to so many different areas in which you then continue to complain about. Well, we're at least protected. Give them something to protect. Give them a real reason to step in there. Don't say because your mama black, your sister black. Those people are already protected. You want someone to come into your life and take care of you. Why would they? There's no reason when this is the type of reason that you have. Listen, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm trying to build something dope. See you in the next one.